Hello. Welcome one and all to the salt marshes of my area. Basically, my plan today is I'm going to walk down to the inlet that creates the salt marshes. That's my plan. That's the whole plan. I've been interested in these salt marshes for a while now. I'm like, yo, man, I gotta cross those salt marshes for a video. So here I am, up to my knees, except my ankles at the moment. I was at my knees back there. And I'm going deeper. Venture. Things are always a bit like rotten in salt marshes. Because, it's salty. And things, tend to not thrive in salt other than fish. Now the water's getting colder, and it's actually starting to burn my legs a bit. Why is it getting even colder? As I hit the deep bit, I'm like, yo, comes some cold. Oh, it's cold. Right, so to educate you at least a little bit, there's somewhere I can sit. Right, so to educate you at least a little bit on what salt marsh is it's basically marshland, but it forms around the edge of a salty bed or piece of water, like an inlet or the ocean, and that's what it does. That's fresh water. Really? Yes. So I'm going to be crossing this marsh today. This has got to be the most ashamed I've been for a while. I was so sure it made sense. So yeah, everything makes sense here for this to be a salt marsh. But nope, it's just a marsh. That's cool. I'm going to follow it to the inlet now. So despite my what was I going to say? Despite my massive fuck up, it's still pretty out here, It's like trees and shit, it's old. Look at the size of that fucking paperbark, man. Bro is old. The salt marshes seem to end in exactly this spot. It's got to empty into the inlet somewhere. That's the new goal of this video. I'm going to try and find where it empties into the inlet. Don't fall. Empty somewhere, it just makes sense. Still stumble for me. Real stumble guy right now. Look at this dust on the water. It's probably from one of these rotten trees. Rotten tree dust. Then again, I thought this was saltwater marsh. Yo, it's cool out here. How about giving us saying something worthwhile? Listen, you don't want to hear stuff worthwhile from me, bro. For example, I thought this was a salt marsh. It's been raining a fair bit. I'd imagine it's filled up a fair bit, I'd imagine that was the case. Look at this. Look at this fucking black plant. Why is it so black? Guess we'll never know, or at least I won't. I'm pretty stupid. I thought this was a salt marsh. Okay. It is always fun to find places like this. You know what I mean? I've seen a few places like it actually, It's a duck. Look, you get it. I'm going this way. I'm finding the exit of this water. Actually, interestingly enough, to just keep on talking, the longer you kind of spend out in nature, seeing places that we haven't really reached, you do start to like be able to like envision what the world could have looked like in your head before we kind of came along. For example, that trail back there that I started on has been built to be high so it can go through the wetland. But that path wouldn't have been there. And so all of this would have been like a wetland, or I'm not even sure it's a marsh, a wetland. All of it would have been a wetland that way back when. You can kind of delete human kind of progression from your head when you kind of know roughly what the area looks like without cars and roads and stuff. And it's interesting. Like the place where I live, I think used to be in a wetland, or at least next to it. Judging by like the way the terrain looks, etc. Anyway, you're probably bored. Yo, why won't he shut up? I'm here to see a guy fall over in a wetland. Well, I got you. Look at that. That's classic wetland right there. No talking from me. Really? I'm balancing my camera on the log I just showed you. It's really rotten. Like, I'm afraid it's going to disintegrate at any second with my camera on it. So I'm just going to get this shot. Go! Let's go, guys! Let's find where this water exits. Which it probably does, maybe. It's a dead end. It's just ground here. Okay, new plan. I'm going to try and make my way down to the coast. And then I'll look for a place where the water could be exiting. Because I'll be at the coast. That's my plan. Don't wear it out. Go under. Yeah, alright. Gross. Pretty feral. Not even gonna lie. This whole area is pretty feral. Adventure. I noticed there is water coming out of where I was and shooting off this direction. So maybe I am on the right track. Maybe I will find an opening. Check out this clearing. Clearing. Awesome. Why? Why is there a clearing? Fire, maybe? Maybe that's why that stuff is blackened. That or it's just the wood. The sun's coming out. I think my water's traveling down that way. I think. I discovered a lost civilization of ants. Focus. Yeah. You seeing them? There's ants, and they're like there. This is interesting, okay? Look at the fucking light. Is it called lichen? Look at the fluffy stuff on this plant. It's so fluffy. I'm the best explorer, you know? Well informed. Thinks ahead. Yo, why don't you try the water? I'm just so good. I've found my water again. You know, this is pretty classic GwydsEndeavours, isn't it? Like, I'm talking like post 100 Waterways GwydsEndeavours. I meant to say pre here. Feels good to be back. Yeah. I've still not done the 100th waterway. I'm still waiting on doing that. But by the time you've seen this, it's already happened, so I hope it was a good end. It better have fucking happened. I'm 26 in a month. I need to complete this before I'm 26. Doing something for no reason. Classic me. Or at least classic. Yeah, classic me. The water ended. Yes. I mean, oh no, it continues over here. No, it doesn't. There has to be a place these wetlands empty. Oh, I'm guessing there's probably water over there. It's got to empty. I just got to get down to the fucking inlet. If I can get to the inlet, I'll be able to find out a lot. Like, for example, where does it exit? This mossy log. Check out this environment. Yo, I'm going through it, you know what I mean? The environment. I'm going through the environment. Adventure. 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 It's kind of playing the game. By which the game is like hard to get. So it's actually playing the game. I thought that was my clearing again. I thought I'd gone in a circle. It's a new one. This is good that this is happening. There's so much lichen question mark around here. It's all over the bushes. It's growing on the trees. Look at that. Focus. 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 That's what I thought. Bro, check out this tree. Bro's only half there. That shit's fire. Is what it did. What did it, I mean. That's the most precarious I've ever balanced my camera. Right, so. There's no water underneath you, so it'll be fine. From what I can judge, the best distance to go is that one. Direction. Distance and direction are not the same thing, Gwyd. Shut up. You know what I mean? Alright. Yo. Lots more open that way. Wow. A lot of bracken. Tick check when I get home. Really thorough one. It is fucking wild out here. And I do mean that in the literal sense. Holy crumbs. That's the fucking size of this paperbark tray. Give me a sec. Foot's itchy. Probably something biting me. My water shoes aren't exactly covering my feet well. It's fine. Man, it's fucking chunky. Look how chunky bro is. I don't know. Paperbarks grow real slow from what I understand. Actually, paperbarks can grow about 6 feet annually. Swamp paperbark, however, does grow slowly. I don't know which one this one is. It's an old paperbark. This was here long before we arrived in Australia. It's crazy. Alright, I'm actually liking this more open terrain. This is fucking amazing. Oh, this is fucking lit. I appreciate this. I can make progress and things. Check out this dumb tree. It's all loopy and then there's like moss. I love that I'm hearing a motorboat out in the inlet. Moss. Is this like a dry wetland? It's gotta be. It looks like water sits here all the time. Bruh. Ooh. Keep that there. Leave no trace or whatever. Where's the rest of this tree gone? Wow, these trees are like bumping into each other. As like the wind blows. Makes like a kind of distressing thunk noise. Hadn't stopped doing it since I turned the camera on. That fucking like thunk-ing noise is one of those like few noises you hear that instantly put you back in your body, no matter how far above it you're fucking floating. Thunk! Oh, I'm back. Where's the danger? That kind of thing. I think I'm getting close to the inlet now, probably. I might be getting close to the inlet now. I'm surprised there's even dry wetlands. Winter's sort of begun now. It begun like the last month of like winter and like has continued on to the first month of spring. It's been raining a lot, but apparently not enough to fill that wetland over there. I think I'm almost at the inlet. Look at that vine. Do you see it? It's crazy. That's a lot of vine. Yeah, let me use my super cool zoom to show you. Wow. So pixely and bad. Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's good enough. That's super cool. It's viney as hell down here. I was gonna make a joke, but I forgot what it was. So I just went with the viney remark. Liking this green. It's nice. Appreciate it. Behold. It's the inlet. I don't know if you can see my face or not. It's the inlet. Now I'm in saltwater marsh, definitely. The inlet's flooded here. Wait for it. Wait for it. Hold it. Fucking bottle. The fucking bottle scared me. I was like, oh, what the fuck's that? Yo. Oh. I've reached the inlet. So where's the water exiting? I don't know if it is squid. Might take this with me, I might as well. I can fit this in my backpack. Neat. Scared the shit out of bro. Dude, he's really going, getting out of there. And there we have it. Yo, smash subscribe. Hope you've enjoyed my walk through the saltwater marsh. Now the real question is, and of course classic Gwyd style, how the fuck am I getting back? I'll just go straight in one direction. It'll probably lead me to a path eventually. Adventure. Alright. Subscribe. Bye.